So firstly, how have you found stepping into the role of head coach?
It's been a change, a good one, a positive one. Obviously, I learned a lot from Krumesh. It was great working with him, and he put a great team together. So we had a really good start, and it's been nice just kind of trying to extend on that. We have a great group of girls who have been welcoming, who have been supportive, and the wider basketball community have been really supportive as well. So learning lots, but really excited for the continuing challenge.
And you've played alongside the likes of George Anderson and Lauren Thomas-Johnson. You've won cups with them before as well. What's it like to now be coaching them?
Do you know what? It's great. I think people would think that it could be quite difficult or challenging, but they're really mature players. They're veterans. They've been coached by many coaches, and we have known all the time when we play basketball that once we step over the lines, we are there to do our role. The same as players, we would argue, we would fight, but then as soon as we stepped off the court, we're back to being friends. We don't kind of let that get between us. And it's the same with coaching. They're there to do their job, and I'm there to do mine.
And Dom Allen as well. What's it like working with her?
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's great because coaching, it's kind of a lonely role. And actually she's great at her job. She's great at being the general manager of this club and keeping us all in line, but also being so supportive as well. So it's nice to have a friend in that capacity. But again, we're there to do our job, so she does tell me off now and again.
What would you say about the progress of women's basketball from when you were playing to now?
I think the SLB, it's an exciting time. It's an exciting league. There's definitely more opportunity for young athletes to aspire to play at this level and beyond. Many more athletes going to the likes of the States, getting professional contracts and good professional contracts, not just ending up in kind of like the back ends of nowhere with little money. Actually, there are players, paving the way. And then, it's nice to see like the GB teams playing out of Manchester and things like that. That's just like inspiring. So yeah, I did definitely think there's a lot more opportunity. There's a lot more growth in the sport, and there's a long way to go. Don't get me wrong, but yeah.
And obviously it's very new, the SLB, but how would you say it's going and like where it's headed? Do you think it's looking promising?
I think the SLB have made really good strides in like marketing and networking for future seasons. I think for the women, it's exciting again to be a part of the joint finals and the joint competitions. But yeah, I think we're growing in the right direction, and hopefully that can continue.
And how does it feel to be one of the first black women to coach a women's basketball team?
It's interesting. It's obviously like it's an achievement, and I'm glad to be kind of a little bit of a figurehead in that regard. But also, it kind of makes me question, why isn't there more? What can we be doing to make sure that we're inspiring and we're empowering and pushing more black females into coaching and into officiating and into other areas, even in like Dom's capacity. She's probably one of the first black females in her role as well. So how can we continue to push other ethnic minorities and women to take up those roles in a male-dominated sport?
And another personal achievement for you, you've been named in the coaching staff for the under-20s for the summer's Eurobasket. What was your reaction when you found that out?
I was pleasantly surprised, to be honest. Again, it's one of those things that I've gone back and forth about each year, probably for the past 5 or 6 years. Krumesh played a big part in that. He encouraged me, pushed me, he was asking me every single day, have you applied, have you applied? So, grateful for him for like having the confidence in me and pushing me towards that. But yeah, I'm excited to learn from other coaches. I'm excited to meet the under-20s talent and hopefully leave a lasting impression on those as well.
And for Manchester basketball, how would you sum up how the season's gone so far, and what are your remaining hopes and goals for the rest of the season?
I think the only way to sum it up is a roller coaster. We've had highs, we've had lows, and I'm hoping that we end with a big finish.
And soon you'll be playing at home again. You've had quite a long run of away games. Are you looking forward to playing at home?
I am. Sometimes it's really difficult when you have a long stint on the road because you start to build up a bit of a fan base and then they don't get to see you play or they have to watch in live stream. So I'm hoping that when we're back at home, everybody comes out, supports, and we get that Manchester welcome that we love.
Great. Well, best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Perfect.